Welcome back, guys, to another CFC Chat match preview. I'm here with the big up Grand Dam. Welcome to the channel, man. How's it going?
Oh, listen, what we saying? Man is here in the car, looking hella, you know what I'm saying, tired, but we out here doing our thing. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Of course, man. We've seen your work at the CFC Talk. We've had you on a podcast a while back, but obviously on the new CFC Chats channel. So today we're going to be talking about obviously the Newcastle preview coming up. You know, how are you feeling about this game? How are you feeling about it?
I mean, obviously with Tuchel coming in, changing stuff up all the place. I mean, I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I'm excited for this game. Looking forward to it. I'm expecting big things from Tuchel, expecting big things from the actual boys themselves. I need us to score quite a bit of goals because in recent times we've been having quite 4 out of 5 of our goals come from either the deep line midfielders or our full blacks. So we need to actually get the strike force involved. So I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to see what Tuchel does differently. I still see he swapped to a 4 at the back against Barnsley, but yeah, other than that, I'm quite excited. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite excited.
It's a big game. Obviously the last game with Barnsley, how did you feel about that? Just a 1-0 win, you know, scrape passing. It's a very small side, but they did play very well, as everyone was memeing. They were Barcelona, and they came through.
That game was dreadful.
It was.
That game was utterly dreadful. You understand? It was crap. Let me not even speak about the pitch. I don't even know. Did you see all the pre-match pictures as well of the pitch? Kim Kardashian's photographer probably took a picture of that pitch because at the end of the day, it was horrible. It was rancid. You know what I mean? Utterly rancid. But hey, at the end of the day, we won the game. I don't really want to get into details about Pulisic and Ziyech because if I start speaking on them, we could be here for another 20 or 30 minutes. But at the end of the day, it was a dreadful game. But we won, so we've moved on. So let's just leave it in the past.
Exactly. Let's move on from that. We got the win after Sheffield, but the next game. But you know, as the breaking news happened this morning, guys, I got this last time people were mocking me because of my accent of how I pronounce the name. Upamecano. You know, he's gone to Bain. He's gone to Bain, confirmed. You know, not happy about that. But what's your side on that? We'll just touch on that quickly. You know, it was a big kind of eye for Chelsea, but unfortunately they couldn't get it. But yeah.
The thing with Upamecano is I saw him and I was wondering why we're really going for him too much. I don't think a lot of people have actually sat down and watched how good, how he is. He's kind of, he reminds me a lot of Kurt Zouma. You know what I mean? Obviously, he probably might be better. He might be better. I only have a small sample space for games I've analyzed, but I mean, and I say analyzed very loosely, but from the games I've watched. But at the end of the day, he's a good centre back. Do you know what I mean? Going to Bayern Munich is he's going to Bayern Munich, but Chelsea were never going to fight Bayern for wages and stuff like that. So he's moved on. They've confirmed this is 6-year contract or something like that. So that's done and dusted. We now need to move on to newer targets. I think we should concentrate on actually securing Thiago Silva for an extra year or 2 because he wants to play till the age of 40. So let's try and keep him around as much as we can. So move on to another centre back. I know David Alaba wants to play as a TM, so that's probably not going to happen. So maybe Varane. I have no idea. We just need to move on now because Upamecano is not happening. So.
Exactly, he's gone, he's done, it's in the past, time to move on. We obviously won't get too much into some transfer news today. We'll focus on the Newcastle game now. Looking at Chelsea's injury, we got Havertz and Silva injured. And obviously, Silva's been nearly one of our best players this whole season. I think it really showed it against Barnsley. Our defense was a bit shaky. But yeah, how are you feeling with Silva gone? Who do you think's going to replace him?
Silva being gone is quite frustrating. Do you know what I mean? It's quite upsetting and frustrating. He's the best. I think he's our best signing this because the impact he's had on that back line. He's making Kurt Zouma and Rudiger and these men look decent at defense. That's how good he has been. Apart from being good himself, he's making people around him look good. There are not too many centre backs in world football that can do that. So him going now is obviously a big boss. I know you mentioned that we defended quite poorly against Barnsley, but at the end of the day, we played Barnsley. I think we have the squad that should have done that well. So the fact that they needed some better players on the pitch just goes to show that Tuchel now has a better idea of who is going to be playing and who is not. So at the end of the day, definitely I miss Thiago Silva, irrespective of who we're playing against. So Newcastle, I think we should have enough for Newcastle. Christensen should be able to pattern something relatively nicely as well. But in the grand scheme of things, I can't really complain too much. You know what I mean? I can't complain too much. Let's move on to that game, get it sorted out. As long as we have him ahead of that Southampton Atletico Madrid game the next few days, then I'll be better.
Now linking on to strikers, obviously Callum Wilson is gone from the Newcastle team, but Joe Willock is probably going to be looking to replace him. Are you thinking scared of Joe Willock? Obviously, Callum Wilson, one of the top scorers of the league this season. He's done bits. I wouldn't say too much, but he was a big threat to Chelsea. But now that he's injured, it's good to see. Unfortunately, he's not playing. But we think Joe Willock could come through with something.
Nah, I think I'm gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to have too much of an impact on us. I can't remember what the position Newcastle are on the table. Do you remember? I'm not too sure what they are on.
I think they're 16th.
16th, yeah, you know what I mean? 16th position. That's bottom line. So that's bottom settings, relegation battle. I know how Chelsea can be Robin Hood. Do you know what I mean? We like to steal from ourselves and give to everyone else. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting us to be able to get through this game with or without him starting. Obviously, he was a big threat, and I'm not too scared of what they have right now. So I don't think it should be a problem, really. I think we should be beating these man regardless. I put a score prediction of 3-0 in it, so.
So obviously to our other injury, we got Kai Havertz. He hasn't been really seen and been heard in the media for a couple of weeks now. Again, he's gonna be out for this game. I wouldn't say it's too big of a loss. Obviously Kovacic and Jorginho performing fantastically, but obviously I would love to see Havertz in there. Are you upset that Havertz obviously isn't gonna be in the squad?
I mean, it's quite frustrating in the sense that Kai Havertz is players. You know what I mean? I knew about Havertz for quite a few years already. So when we got linked to him properly in April, I was elated because I know he's an extremely talented attacking midfielder. So him being injured is quite unfortunate. You know what I mean? It is quite unfortunate. But hey, at the end of the day, Chelsea are playing quite well. Mason Mount is on decent, good form right now. You've got Jorginho and Kovacic on decent, good form right now. So everybody's playing quite well. So as long as they keep that up and they keep on improving as well, and to be fair, as far as Kai Havertz is concerned, I'm not too concerned about him long term because I know by the time things all adjust for him and align properly, then he will become the world beater that I know he is, and he has shown to be in the Bundesliga. But yeah, of course, I'm a bit upset that he's injured per se, but I know that he will come back stronger. So I'm not too worried.
Yeah, obviously Chelsea signed him to be a future star. Obviously at the moment he hasn't been performing too well, but obviously we'll love to see the future of him. Moving on to obviously Newcastle, another injury, not injury but Hendrick as well, the midfielder Hendrick. He's done some bits. He's been, if you've seen him play, he's really good on the ball, and when it comes to big teams he really shines. Obviously he's on the red card, so he won't be against Chelsea, so that'll be good. Another loss for Newcastle. What are your thoughts on Hendrick being with the red card?
I mean, like I said, anything we can take from this, that's a positive for us. You know what I mean? Well, they're losing some of their better players, and when people don't have their better players, you always feel a lot more confident going into a game. Maybe they might try and play in a very negative way in order to combat the fact that they don't have their best players. But I really I'm happy. You know what I mean? I can't not be happy because that just gives us the advantage, the upper hand, the bigger upper hand going into this game. Even if they had their full squad, we were the better team already. Now they are losing some of their better players, which just widens the gap, which should mean we've got a far better chance at the game. So I can't really complain. You know what I mean? I can't complain.
Exactly. So we'll get into just our starting 11 prediction. So what is your prediction for the starting lineup, and what do you want to see personally for the game?
That is a good question. What do I want to see and what do I think it would be? There are two different things. You know what I'm saying? There are two different things. Definitely. I want to see a back four. I'm not sure how he would do the front, because the thing with Tuchel is I did quite a bit of research as well and saw it was PSG team. He can play with a 4-2-2, can play with a 4-3-3, can play with a 3-4-3. He has many different formations, but the four at the back one, I'm not too sure how he would possibly line up, because I know he likes to have two midfielders that can actually build stuff up. Now I know N'Golo Kante is meant to be one of those double sixes, but not too sure how that's going to go. But I do still expect him to play with that 3-4-3 again. Do you know what I mean? I expect him to use that 3-4-3 again. Same back line, same goalkeeper, same midfield, same fullbacks, and then up front, expecting Werner. I don't think Tammy will start. I don't think that's going to happen. Expecting Werner, Mount, and that last position is what I'm not too sure about. Maybe Ziyech had a stinker in the last game, and so did Pulisic, so it's a bit difficult. But if I had to pick one of them, he'd probably go with Pulisic and Mason Mount in those 10 positions. But yeah, that's what I'm sort of thinking is going to happen. That's what's going to happen, yeah. That's what I think we're going to see anyway. Yeah,
I think that's a very solid lineup. Obviously going to Ziyech and Pulisic. Obviously they had a horrible game last game. Hopefully we'll see more as Ziyech tomorrow if he does play. But yeah, obviously I think I would rather Pulisic as well there, get that more pace from the wingers, and hopefully he doesn't get injured, because he's been on a month with no injuries, and it's been good. to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, what was your final prediction score for the Newcastle game?
I'm expecting 3-0. I need us to pipe them 3-0, and I need one thing. It's not just about the scoreline as well. I want us to actually go in there and actually beat these guys convincingly. I want our strikers, our attacking midfielders, our wingers. I want everybody that's meant to be involved in the attack. Everybody's dishing out food, but nobody's eating. You know what I'm saying? People are dishing out food left, right, and center, but nobody's eating the food. So Callum can serve and chef up all he likes in the kitchen, but he needs to start eating his own things as well. He needs to start eating off the other people's plates. So we just need to go out there and have a convincing victory to get me more confident for that game against Atletico Madrid, because that's going to be a very big, difficult game.
It is going to be a huge game, and obviously in Chelsea, I'll say they are a pretty informed, but not to the best of their abilities. So this is something these games need to really push onto 100%. But who do you think is going to score the goals? As you said, 3-0.
That's a hard question. You know what I mean? That's a hard question.
Because it could be anyone. Obviously, anyone.
If I had to put my money on it, I'd probably put my money on Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring a goal. I would put my money on Mason Mount scoring a goal, and I'll put my money on Werner breaking this on this
streak
run as well.
Because he scored against Newcastle last time, or was it against? He scored against Southampton, but did he score against Newcastle? I'm not. My mind's blank with them.
Against Newcastle.
But he definitely.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because it was a while ago, but he definitely scored against Southampton. So hopefully we can see him against Southampton again. But I'm not too sure about the Newcastle one. But hopefully he can break his form. Definitely from that. Obviously, I think it's been a month and a half with no goal from him. So obviously we'd love to see that.
Nah, he didn't score against them. It was Tammy that scored.
I didn't. It was Tammy. Okay, yeah, because Tammy started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, he can break his, out of confidence and come back into confidence again. But definitely we'd love to see that. So Monday Night Football, Chelsea versus Newcastle. Definitely going to be watching that. Grandad, are you guys doing anything on your side? Any watch-alongs for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to keep on covering my content, you know what I'm saying? Daily, very, very daily stuff right now. So expect to watch along, expect the match review on my channel, then expect the match review on Matisse's channel. It's just the way it is, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. For sure,
yeah. Well, guys, make sure always go check out the Grandam supporting the whole Chelsea community right here. That wraps it up, Grandam. Thank you so much for coming on. Time went really fast. I didn't realize it was 12 minutes already. Went very quick, so appreciate you having on. Guys, make sure to like, subscribe, Grandam stuff in the description, and come on, Chelsea.